Hello everyone, welcome to this reading. Today we will be looking at a message that is meant to find you. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you are coming across this video is when you are meant to hear the message. If you don't know how this works, basically you will pick a crystal option, 1, 2, or 3, with your intuition or whichever one you are most drawn to. And once you have picked a crystal, please go down to the description box or the pinned comment to find the timestamp that corresponds with the crystal option. I will show you the crystals up close, and then feel free to pause the video and take as much time as you need to pick the one you are most drawn to. This is our first crystal option. This is the second option. And this is the third option. Again, please pause the video if you like to find the one you're the most drawn to, and I will see you in your reading. Alright, pile 1. Let's find out what is a message that is meant to find you. I am going to first get the general energy of this group. So if the general energy is something that you resonate with, you know you have picked the right reading. If it does not resonate, feel free to check out another pile or listen to the reading, as this is just a general energy. Okay. Oh, we have the World and the Lovers. Okay. It is an incredibly positive message right now. This deck does come with a guidebook, so I will first read what is written in the guidebook. With the World, you have come full circle and are celebrating the successful completion of an important project or phase. As you close one chapter, you open another. And with the Lovers, it says, you have a beautiful soul-honoring connection with another. You successfully integrate dual forces into a unified state. You face a choice of the highest moral grounds. So, incredibly positive message, first off. If you have been feeling like things are lining up for you and that the energy of people or your projects or life in general is working for you and not against you, then this is the current energy that you are in right now. I think this is confirmation that if you do have a romantic interest, like a person that you are romantically interested or involved in, that this is confirmation that they are the right person. It doesn't have to be romantic and it doesn't have to be a long-term commitment, but this relationship, or it could be more than one relationship, is actually serving you. So if you did think about someone or multiple people, then the Lovers is confirmation that those relationships are meant for you. So I think next I want to get a message about how you will move forward in the coming weeks to about a month. Oh, this card seems to want to come out. Have the Eight of Swords. Move these over. You have the Eight of Swords. You have the Magician in reverse. So I am seeing that you guys are probably going to be entering a new cycle very soon. with this positive energy and with the Lovers, it might signify that what you needed to learn from this previous project or goal or relationship, you have learned the lessons already and you are reaping the rewards of your efforts. But there is something new that will come in very soon, and it might throw you off a little bit, actually, or you might feel a little resentment towards whatever came. Like, oh my goodness, my life was, so good leading up to this. Why am I being challenged again? Why do I suddenly feel bound by maybe it's like a new responsibility, or like a new person or people coming in. Again, I'm seeing that you might feel boggled down, so you might also be getting more responsibilities at work, or public recognition, something that kind of ties you down to your situation. This could be external factors or internal factors, but with the Magician card here next, in reverse, I do think that this situation, that whatever situation this is that's coming up, you will learn like a very important lesson from it, and that will actually propel you or inspire you further, especially if you were coming out of a very fruitful cycle. This new cycle that begins will actually, in the end, help out and basically like boost your energy to a new level. With the Magician card here in reverse, I think actually that this Eight of Swords might be that you're experiencing such highs and rewards in life, and maybe that kind of got comfortable for you, or maybe that wasn't proving to challenge you or grow you anymore. So you might have actually been stuck because you didn't know what was going to happen next. Like, oh, this project is going so well and it's great and I've finished it now, but it's kind of like, now what, right? Because you kind of feel like maybe you have to live up to this expectation, or you have to, I guess, move in a new direction that is greater and bigger and better than like what was before, and maybe you're feeling a little stuck trying to figure out what that is. And the Magician here is telling you that I think you know what you want to manifest, or at least that's what's being called for you to focus on, is the what. And really thinking about what you value, or what your soul is calling you to do. And essentially, the message here, or at least one of the messages here, is that this feeling right here is 100% normal, and it is not something that you should be worried about, first of all. And second of all, I think what you can do is really evaluate the people in your life, or your career, or the things that you do in your day-to-day. And I'm also I also feel like you're finding like hidden talents about yourself or awakening certain talents. It might even be something that was like always there and you're kind of like looking all over the place, but you're not seeing what's like right in front of you, if that makes any sense at all. So maybe you're like super focused, like you just came out of a big project and you're focusing on how you can make your next project bigger and better, and maybe what you needed wasn't for it to get bigger, but for you to maybe switch directions and harness a different side of the project, or a slightly different approach. You might also be called to start something new that you previously maybe did not consider. Or maybe it was like an idea that you've had for a while, but you were like, no, no, that's not really me. And the message here is maybe give that a go. Like it might actually be like really like you might be good at it and you might find so much joy and purpose in doing it. So yeah, the message here could be, if you're thinking about doing something or you've had something in your mind, just go for it and try to do it. And if it inspires you, then that is great. Next, I'm gonna use this deck to see if there are any messages from your angels or spirit guides who want to talk to you. Of Daydream. Let's get a few more. Let your past go. And we'll get one more. Oh. This card. Have noticed the signs. Ooh, okay. I think the message here is actually very clear. I'm going to start with Daydream here, and there is a little blurb on the card which I will read, and then I will give the interpretation that I immediately thought of. So, you will more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas as if you were watching a movie. This is the seat of creativity. So, as we're talking about here with the Magician, and maybe feeling stuck a little bit, I think you might be holding yourself back again from realizing the full potential or the full, yeah, just like maybe you have a thought like, ooh, I want to do this, but then you kind of talk yourself out of it, like, no, maybe I'm not this, or are people gonna like me, or am I even gonna be good at it? And this is telling me that like you need to allow yourself to just think and dream and release all of the judgment surrounding new ideas, and whatever ideas come in, just give them space, give them room to breathe, and sort of just receive, just receive them. And okay, the next card is Let Your Past Go, which is the burden of carrying your past around has made you weary. Dear one, it's time to release. It's time to set this burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love, and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and it's now gone. Ooh, okay. I don't know why I had so much trouble reading it, but I see here, this might be referring to the world, and I don't think your past, or the past it's referring to here, is very it's very like a dark past, or something that you have trouble letting go because you hold it on dearly because it was bad, or because you expected something from it. But rather I'm seeing maybe it was like a high you were coming out of. There's this thing that's like post-Olympic depression, or like something along the lines where you achieve something very, very grand, high, and maybe you're feeling a little bit like you have to live up to this previous expectation, or this previous version of yourself, and that's held you back from achieving or discovering another part of yourself, because maybe you're so attached still to a high in your life, and it's time to slowly let that go and step into a new cycle. So the last card here is Notice the Signs. Yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you are loved and never alone. So yes, if you have been feeling a calling, or guided to do something, or maybe someone's been saying something, or sending you a message, and you kind of see it, but like you're like a little unsure, or you might be like, is this really like what they're telling me to do, or is this really how I'm feeling? Like, yes, this is confirmation that whatever things that you're being called to, or whatever messages you have been seeing, that is correct. You don't have to doubt that. And also, I'm seeing that these your spirit guides, your angels and spirit guides are telling you that are telling you to trust them a little bit more, and there might be like some doubt that you experience around your situation, and I think part of the reason why you might feel so attached still is maybe you attached a little too much of your worth to your achievements, and your angels are saying that you're loved no matter what, and you're loved no matter what, and also we'll be with you like ups and downs. So you don't have to worry about, you really don't have to worry about being abandoned or not deserving of love because you don't achieve something, or that you aren't living like a very high life, if that makes any sense at all. So yeah, all of the cycles of life, your angels will be with you is essentially what I am feeling. And lastly, I just want to pull a card from this Heal Yourself deck and see if there are any last messages. All right. Victim consciousness, letting go, and self-sabotage. So yes, I'm definitely feeling like there might be some darker or parts of yourself that you don't yet want to face. And that might be why you feel so stuck right now. Whew, can't get this up. Okay. That might be why you feel so stuck right now, is because of a lot of shadows and wounds that you have not addressed yet. And the imagery here is all very dark toned and shadowy, which is, I don't want you to be scared, because this is actually a good thing. It means that you are ready to face it and that you are ready to address it. I think part of the reason why you might feel like the good times were so hard to let go was because that it was like the first time that you experienced such joy or happiness. Your past before this event, or yeah, your past might have been very dark and filled with a lot of like trauma and pain and suffering. So it might be time to look at those parts of yourself and see like what you have to let go of. And with this card here and the skeletons, I'm kind of reminded of the death card, which isn't bad. It's actually just it's just an ending of something. And with the imagery here, I'm seeing that like these two skeletons are holding her back. So there might be a lot of demons, like inner demons, still holding you back. And I think what Spirit is saying here is you can let that go. And this past is not serving you. You're moving into a brighter, more self-loving energy, I want to say, that isn't tied to your achievements or your relationships. And I'm seeing the message here is about self-love ultimately, and like realizing your own light and your own potential that shines without any necessity of external validation, achievement, money. And with the amethyst stone here, it's interesting. This energy that it gives me is one of protection and like a shield, a spiritual shield, so to speak, from negativity, and negativity either external or from within. And I think for you guys, it's a little bit of both, but mostly from within, that is holding you back from stepping into your potential. I think that's all the messages I have for you today. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you next time. Hi, Group 2. If you picked this crystal, then this is the reading for you. I'm going to start by pulling out a few cards for your current energy. Okay. Ace of Swords. What is this? Eight of Cups in reverse. I am going to be taking reversals. And the last one is Death. Okay. So with group 1, 2 cards came out for the current energy. And for you guys, there are 3 cards. I will just read the message as is. So this is just the current energy that you are in right now. If it does not resonate, you can either pick a different pile or just hang tight. There might be more messages later since this is a general reading. So I'm going to read what it says on the card first, and then I will interpret the whole message. So, new ideas, new plans, intellectual ability, victory, success, mental clarity, clear thinking, breakthroughs, ability to concentrate, communication, realizing the truth, vision, force, focus. And this card here is moving. Fear of moving on, stagnation, monotony, accepting your lot, and also death. So spiritual transformation, new beginnings, letting go, endings, change, transition, sudden or unexpected upheaval, endings, release. So with these 3 cards, I'm kind of feeling like you maybe have like a new idea or a new inspiration that you suddenly feel inspiration here with clarity. But there's a little bit of a fear of maybe pursuing this idea fully, or like starting to do it, because it might mean a sudden change in your situation, or like a disruption to your current structure of life. And there is a little bit of hesitation I'm hearing about pursuing this new idea. So if this is how you are currently feeling, then you have picked the right pile. Let's get a clarification about what fear. Resilience. This is the 9 of Swords. So ongoing battle weary, fatigue, drained of energy, nearly there, close to success, courage, persistence, perseverance, backbone, learning from past failure, gather your strength. So maybe the reason why you are hesitant about pursuing this new idea is the fact that you are just tired and having a lot of I'm hearing responsibility first of all, but also like people that you might be responsible for. So this new idea might be something that is so that will have consequences for other people. So maybe you are like a parent and the idea was that you are going to move to a new place, but you're like, wait a minute, no, I have a family to take care of. Or maybe you're thinking about quitting your job, but how are you going to pay the bills? Something along the lines of others are depending on you, or something is dependent, and pursuing this new idea poses a certain amount of risk. But I think the message here actually is that basically this fear will not stop, okay? And this new idea will keep growing stronger and stronger and stronger until it's like you kind of have to. Back to like the moving example, maybe like you feel really, really called to this place and it's like you know that you have to eventually move, right? And basically it's saying like you can delay it if you're not ready, but ultimately it's going to be something that you have to face. I'm seeing that, or feeling that you're going to be letting go of this fear. And I think a message that also wants to come through right now is whatever you're pursuing is for your higher good and in alignment with what your soul wants. So the universe and your spirit guides are on your side every step of the way through this new journey that you are about to go through, and that they will figure out all of the logistics of this new idea. Like I'm seeing that is not something that you have to worry about at all. And it's going to, it might even turn out like way better than you expected. Like you might be looking back and be like, damn, I was in that current situation, or I was in that situation. I can't believe I didn't like make this move sooner. Like I wanted to do that right now. So next, I think I want to get some messages from your spirit guides and angels. So I'm going to shuffle this deck right here and see if any messages pop out. Okay. Assertiveness, innocence, and Cupid. Okay. So this new idea here might have to do with love or like a new connection. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can be platonic or a family member, relative even. I'm not seeing this as like a professional relationship, but this new inspiration that you are having might have to do with like suddenly a person or a new person comes into your life and they are very important, or you realize that they are very important. And or maybe it can be like awakening your love, like your love life or your love for life is what this card says. So yeah, maybe this idea has to do with you embracing like your passions, or like something that you love doing. So back to the job example, like maybe you are working a very soul-sucking job and you want to pursue something that you love doing, or that you have always felt drawn to, and the fear could be like financially, how am I going to figure this out, essentially. And with Cupid here, first of all, it's your angel saying, please explore this side of you. I'm not telling you to like quit your job right now or to make any rash decisions, but you can like start exploring. You can start like, maybe you want to like start doing art. You can paint after work, or like maybe you want to do music, so you learn a new instrument on the side. Something along the lines of that, where it's like something to like spark your inner creativity, love, or maybe this can be like going on dates, or maybe you feel called to like start dating, or to like put yourself out there in terms of love. It doesn't have to be, but it can. The next card here is innocence. So, beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. So yes, it might... I'm getting a feeling of like inner child, or embracing your inner child. Again, it might have to do with like the interest again. That's a very clear message in this reading, is pursuing something that you maybe always wanted to or loved to do as a child, but life just sort of got in the way and you never had the chance to do so. And this is saying to embrace that. Embrace that inner child that wants to explore and wants to try this thing or this calling and wants to follow through with it. And it's just saying like please explore this interest. Is like it might be music again, with all of these notes here and this person blowing, is that a flute or some woodwind instrument? It might be an instrument that you like blow things with, as like this person's also blowing something and this person's blowing something. So yeah, it might be music for some of you. If it's not music, then something creative or like art, performing art related. I don't know why I just thought that, but I also feel like you guys are like super excited about this as well. Like maybe you're listening to this and you're feeling a little bit unsure about like, oh, should I like do this or not? And maybe you got so caught up in the logistics of it that you forgot, like, yes, this brings me joy. Like I'm hearing like stop overthinking, like just do it is essentially. And the last card here, assertiveness. Yes, you can go for it. And the card also says this situation can be healed gently and with love, as you've requested. Yet there's also a need for your strength and truthfulness with the other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth. giving you strength and guiding your words. So back again with your situation, it might be that like you have to explain to your parents that you are pursuing art, or like telling your boss that you're gonna quit, or something along the lines of like you will have to eventually like share this piece of yourself with someone or with other people. And this card is telling me that, or it's giving me the impression of you standing up for yourself, and you like brave is what I'm hearing, and like a little like courage, bravery, and being true to yourself is kind of the message I'm getting here. Like this person is just like, she's just playing her instrument, and it doesn't really look like that she cares what other people are thinking, or really is like listening to them. Like she is completely focused on whatever it is that she is doing. And I think that's gonna be you guys after this cycle. It's kind of showing me like you guys are gonna be like so in touch with this creative hobby or whatever idea that you have that you're just not gonna care at all what other people think. I think the assertiveness will come naturally once you embrace your creative talents. Once you kind of embrace that side of you or this new idea, you will not have any trouble actually speaking your truth and explaining this to people, is what I'm seeing. Okay, so for the last message, I will be using this deck here to see if there is, excuse me, anything else that you have to heal. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna take the first two that came out. And right around now, I felt my throat a little bit like blocked, or like there was a little bit of ooh, dreams and sadness. Okay, so back to what I was feeling. My throat kind of closed up momentarily, so that might be signifying that you guys are still struggling with root chakra, throat chakra healing, and finding like your voice and listening to yourself. But also here with the cards of dreams and sadness, I definitely see you guys fully embracing your dreams and fully accepting, stepping into, and also like protecting your dreams, or that your dreams are protected. Also here with sadness, I'm seeing like maybe the reason why you feel really deterred. I see these paint brushes and paint tools here, so definitely a strong feeling that you guys, this new idea might be very likely art related. If it's not, don't worry about it. This is a general reading, but I'm going to keep talking about it in an artistic perspective. Maybe you loved doing this as a kid, but it was like shut down, or people kept telling you like how to do this, like you have to do it this way, and like you kind of have some trauma or some like unprocessed wounds that are related to your dreams. And I'm specifically getting a sense that it might have been like external pressure. It might also have been like external pressure that deterred you away from pursuing this, or like pressure to pursue this but with conditions, like you have to make money from it, or like why are you not perfect, something along those lines. So yes, this is like an incredibly beautiful dream, but I think in order to step into the full potential of the dream, it might be worth evaluating any limiting beliefs or any voices that are not yours when it comes to this pursuit. It might also be that like you guys are a little bit older, like 30s, like 35 here, maybe you're 35. So like you could feel, oh, it's like too late for me. It might also have to do with like beliefs that society has imposed or that you picked up from other people, like when another person says something about art, like, oh, artists are not gonna make money, and then you kind of internalize that yourself, or like you're too old to start a new career, and that's kind of how you started feeling about yourself. So it might also mean that like essentially I think with your healing, it's going to like lead you down this path of artistic fulfillment, and like you're resilient here. Resilience. At the bottom it says to gather your strength, so you're ready. And with the moon here, I don't know when you'll be watching this, but at the time of posting or at the time of recording, there will be a full moon in a few days on February 5th, I think. So, yeah, that might be significant. I don't know why I felt like saying that, but I think that is all the messages I have for you today. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hi, Group 3. So if you picked this crystal, then this will be your reading. As I did with the other groups, I will first pull a few cards to get your current energy. If this matches or resonates with you, then it will basically confirm this is the pile for you. If it doesn't resonate, feel free to choose another pile or listen to the reading a little bit more, as there might be something that resonates. Okay, so I have the Page of Swords, the Emperor, the Nine of Cups, and the Hangman in reverse. So you guys might be in the process of manifesting something with this Page of Swords here. So you might have taken action on a new idea recently, or started doing something, and you're currently like waiting to hear back. So I'm kind of seeing like maybe you applied for a job, or like you started posting something on social media, and you're kind of like waiting to see like ooh, is this gonna lead anywhere? Like, what's gonna happen? And the Emperor, with the Emperor and the Nine of Cups here. I'm getting a feeling of like patience, but like whatever you're doing will pay off. So it's more of like a long-term thing rather than like instant fulfillment. So basically, if you guys are working on something, working towards something, manifesting something, and you are waiting for whatever something to happen, that is your current energy, and this is the reading for you. So what other messages have we got here is with the Emperor, I'm seeing like discipline first of all, and like routine or like structure with this idea. It could also mean that like you guys are getting a mentor for this manifestation, so maybe you are like trying to learn something and that's what you're manifesting. So you might be like looking for a teacher or guidance figure, so to speak. Sorry, I spaced out there for a moment. I think that might mean that this, whatever you're working on, is actually taking a lot of energy, and it might be difficult at times to stay disciplined. I'm definitely getting a sense of like delayed gratification is needed. Big Saturn energy. It's about discipline and hard work. So it might be something that requires a lot of energy, like mentally, physically, spiritually. But I do see that this will pay off like big time, you know, like with wishes coming true and abundance, prosperity, confidence. Like essentially, the first message that is coming through is keep going. Like whatever you're working on, I know it's hard, I know it's taking such a long time, but it will come to fruition. You just have to wait a little bit longer. It might be encouragement also, like a message of encouragement to keep going, don't give up. With the Hangman here again, going back to the discontentment, apathy, disinterest. So you might feel a little like fed up with all the waiting, like how much longer, or like how much more of this work do I have to put in? Like it's been so long already. When is this manifestation going to come? And I'm hearing soon. So I don't know, maybe let's see. I'm gonna try and get a timing on this. So how long until group 3's manifestation? How long? The Ace of Wands. Ooh, okay. Like quite soon. New beginnings, good news, physically starting something, creative spark, new. So definitely like within maybe like 1 month. Yeah, like 1 month. That's what I'm seeing. So this manifestation, like you're almost there, is essentially like yes. This yes literally has like an exclamation point. So how much longer do I have to wait? Yes, that's the energy I'm getting. Yeah, the message here is definitely of encouragement and please don't give up. That is the message from tarot. So next I will see if we can get some guidance from your angels or spirit guides. Any messages for group 3? Messages for group 3. guidance. Let's take this card. Acceptance. Whoops. Okay, let's take now. I will keep shuffling. I only like to take cards that fall out, so there we go. Finally a message. Steady progress and wedding. Okay. Acceptance, steady progress, wedding. I'm going to start with acceptance here. I think that talks about accepting your current situation, and that I'm seeing like embrace the current situation and embrace this period of like hard work and dedication and making progress, because see yourself and others through the eyes of the angel. The angels? Maybe that's angels. I don't know if it's a typo. With unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. So maybe this project that you're working on is like part of a team. So it's like a team effort project, and maybe you are this leader here, right? Or maybe you're leading this team, right, towards this end goal, and like you're starting to feel a little impatient with progress, and this card is basically saying like your team is probably also feeling the same way. If you don't have a team, like, don't worry about it. It could also mean like your spiritual team, or like other people in your life who may or may not be working on this project, but there might be like a really like magical time as well about this period of hard work, is what I'm seeing. Like once this idea, like once it takes off, I feel like things will be like drastically different from life now. So I am getting a feeling of like cherish the moment, live in the moment. I know it's so cheesy, but it's true. Okay, the next card, steady progress. We acknowledge you for the progress you made in remembering love in your daily activities. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love. So yes, progress. The message here is pretty clear that you are making progress on your project. And with wedding here, I'm not sure if it might be for some people, not all of you, that this thing you're pursuing might be like a romantic partner, and like the end goal might be like getting married or like taking the next step in your relationship for some of you. If not for all of you, if it doesn't resonate, then please just disregard this part. But for some of you, it might mean progress in love and in coming into union. So like meeting the person or taking the next step with a person, getting married, having kids, like the next step in commitment. It could also be like a work relationship or like a friendship that you are taking the next step in. So some of you could be manifesting like a position, like a promotion in your job. So you might, or like wanting to work with a specific person is what I'm seeing. Like the wedding card here could signify the reward that you are asking for, essentially. Okay, I'm going to get, actually, Actually, I think for a lot of you, this is a love reading. This is like likely to mean another person in love. So I'm going to use this card instead, the Romance Angels, and see if we can get any messages from here. I didn't use this deck for the other piles, but I do feel like using this deck for your reading. I just want to see if we can get any messages here. We have let your friends help you, and very soon. Okay. So with the let your friends help you card, I'm getting the message that like if this is in regards to love, asking your friends for like maybe love advice or something like that. But if it's not, then it could be like maybe you have so many responsibilities, so you have to like delegate some tasks and like offload some of your like workload. Or it could be like emotionally having your friends like cheering you on, or like encouraging you, taking you out, like treating you is what I'm seeing. Also like celebrating with your friends and like celebrating how far you've already come in this goal of yours with other people, like telling them like sharing your accomplishments already, or like maybe like feeling like a sense of community within what you are working towards. And also very soon, that is just further confirmation that whatever you're working towards, whatever you're manifesting, your goal, it will be coming very soon. Like just a little bit longer is what I'm hearing. Don't give up yet. You're so close. Also here with the clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I don't feel like it's gonna come immediately, but I do think that there's just a slight bit more like tweaking is what I'm hearing, like tweaking or like fine-tuning something. Like you have, let's say 90% of the ideas down, but like there's still that 10% missing, or there's like this last part of the project that you haven't completed yet. And I think this card is also talking about like the details are important right now, and I think it's going to play a role. Like the last bit is going to play a role in ultimately like the end product or the manifestation that will come. It's going to come down to the details is what I'm specifically hearing. So that is all the messages I have for you today. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.